Tonight at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, downtown Indianapolis, the third of 3 games on this homestand that ends the pre-All-Star break portion of the schedule. For the first time this year, and the first of 3 times, the Pacers see the Charlotte Hornets. Indiana trying to go on a win streak. It's the Pacers and the Hornets tonight.
He got into defensively, he got into Jordan Hill, and there was nowhere to go. You got to play from here. You got to go to work.
Joe Young, free throw line, missed it.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's the end. Kaminsky is 7 feet, and sometimes you forget about that.
And he's a little bit better athlete than people give him credit for. And I think he's highly intelligent on the basketball court. All of that plays well for him.
And Jeremy Lin, who's had a really good year. Yeah.
He is a guy that can, he is a scorer.
Year 30 this year, that's number 3, only behind Houston and Golden State.
No, they made a concerted effort to make the change, and they got it.
It's a good shot for this team.
Well, ball movement, as you know, Jeremiah, having played, ball movement has always been in the game. But you're right, and it's the same thing for Frank Vogel. He would much prefer you be able to throw the ball to Miles, they double team Miles or the centers, and you throw it back out. Because that's the standstill shot. So it becomes the quality of the three-point shot. And I suspect over the course of the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to see that improve, as opposed to people coming down just taking shots.
Robinson.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, Lin knocks it out. And it's an 8-point lead for the Charlotte Hornets. We were tied at 25 after a quarter. But Jeremy Lin has scored 7 here in the quarter off the bench. Hornets by 8.
It allows these young people to come in to see how it's done at a higher level, so these kids can aspire and learn and do what they want to do and do it at the highest level. They're the next, broadcasters, producers, directors, and so getting them experience is as important as getting, guys on the floor their experiences when they go to camps.
15-4 to start the quarter, and another turnover, and here comes Jeremy Lin.
And it's just some sloppy ball handling there.
And Kaminsky.
Frank took another timeout. He just had one, because what he's going to have to determine, and I think what he's going to end up doing is he's going to have to make a change in his lineup. He's going to have to put the starters back in, and you don't want to do it.
17-4 run for the Hornets. Jeremy Lin. Lamb hits another 3. They've made 5 of them. And it's a 13-point Hornets lead in Indy.
So that just means more minutes for Miles Turner. But they've taken him out now, see, because they've gone with a smaller lineup.
Solomon Hill is in. Zeller with the rebound. Out to Jeremy Lin.
They have beaten Pacers with offensive rebounds. Couldn't ever get in position to make a play.
George Hill missed it.
Well, he crushed Kimball Walker.
I think he thought Pacers on a 15-6 run. Off the foot of George, ahead to Batum.
Yeah, it sure was. It came in and was coming back to tip it in, and the Hornets were able to get their hands on it.
Again, Jordan Hill will not return. Mahinmi's gone to the bench. He broke him down, and Kaminsky lays it in. Player of the year a year ago at Wisconsin. He was the 9th pick, taken 2 slots ahead of Miles Turner. That's a missed 3 by Ellis.
Well, he made the right play. He didn't make the shot, but he has to drive it because he's got too many bigs on him.
Batum splashes his 3rd 3.
He was lucky enough to get close enough to make a shot.
Spencer Hawes is back in. He had 2 free throws in the first half. Lin with 2 more.
Just get beat off the dribble. Kind of attitude to figure out how to get a W here.
Here's C.J. Miles misses to start.
They're calling that on the back. Yeah, they'll call that on Glenn Robinson III.
So Robinson the 3rd.
Hornets were trying to get done, and they knocked it out of bounds.
Monte Ellis 6 points tonight. Robinson has 2. He drives on Lin.
He got gripped.
And it's a Pacers turnover. 9-man rotation tonight for the Charlotte Hornets. And again, we visited in the first half. How does Al Jefferson fit in? Because it will slow them down a little bit.
Well, it's going to be a challenge for Al to fit in there.
Oh, Paul George knocked out.
But this is one of those occasions, really, Chris. This is the vacation started early.
Yeah. Here's Lin inside, and free throws now for Jeremy Lin.
So he may be a little bit tired.
Injuries tonight for Indiana. Jordan Hill lost with a finger injury, dislocated finger. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who missed 46 games after having right shoulder surgery, left with a shoulder injury here in the second half.
Some of them may have taken early vacation, but the decision, you gotta make the plays. You see Batum come and get that? I mean, that's how long he is.
Hornets are going to win their 4th of 6 on the road win. They had lost 10 straight. They were 7-17 away from home coming in, and they have shot the ball like that all night.
The partner, when you're up 20, it's easy to shoot that one.
A 22-point lead for the Charlotte Hornets. This reminds me a lot of that Utah game back on Halloween night.
There was a lot of the same thing. A lot like it.
And now the Charlotte Hornets empty the bench. The 22-point margin in Detroit back on December the 12th. A 22-point win tonight for the Charlotte Hornets, who now are just a game behind Indiana in the race for a playoff spot, and will end this first half of the season.